On top of the baseball world, Shohei Ohtani dominates both on the mound and at the plate. His fastball blazes past 100 miles per hour, and his bat sends balls flying out of stadiums. He's done what was once thought impossible, a true two-way player at the highest level. But before he became a global superstar, he was just a high school kid from Iwate, Japan. In spring 2009, at Hanamaki Higashi High School, a tall, skinny boy, 6 foot 2 inches tall, 139 pounds, quietly said, "Nice to meet you." In front of him, Coach Hiroshi Sasaki smiled warmly. Shohei would later reflect, "The turning point in my life was meeting Coach Sasaki and spending those years at Hanamaki Higashi. Before high school, my dream was just, maybe I can go pro someday." But the coach's talks weren't just about baseball. They were about life, about the world beyond. That had a huge impact. I still carry those lessons with me today. Coach Sasaki's guidance shaped both his mind and body, laying the foundation for everything that followed. Chapter 2. A Fateful Encounter. Unlimited Potential. Fresh into high school, Shohei was a lanky teenager struggling to even hold a 44-pound barbell during weight training. But on the mound, he was already throwing fastballs in the high 130 kilometers per hour. When Coach Sasaki saw him pitch for the first time, he felt an unshakable conviction. For someone with such a thin, undeveloped frame to throw like that, this boy's potential is beyond measure. Sasaki recalled another pitcher he coached, Yusei Kikuchi, who gained 44 pounds and increased his velocity by 20 kilometers per hour. If Yusei could do that, then in theory, Shohei could hit 160 kilometers per hour. I believed it was possible. But Sasaki wasn't in a rush to unlock that talent. He took the long view. Shohei was still growing. If we push too hard, heavy training, too much pitching, it could cause injury. We had to nurture him carefully. Though Shohei was the fastest pitcher on the team, Sasaki kept him off the mound in his first year and placed him in right field instead. Right field involved running and long throws, training his full body and mobility. Shohei never complained, trusting the path set for him. Chapter 3. The Seed of a Dream. The Pledge for 163 kilometers per hour. At Hanamaki Higashi, players filled a goal-setting sheet, a personal life plan, writing their dreams and ambitions. 15-year-old Shohei wrote boldly, "First-round draft pick by 8 teams." Around this goal, he set 7 key elements: velocity, control, strength, mental toughness, character, luck, breaking balls. On a separate sheet, one number stood out: 163 kilometers per hour, his target fastball speed. Coach Sasaki remembered thinking, when someone aims for 160, they usually top out around 158. I plan to tell Shohei, set the goal at 163, not 160, to push him beyond the limit. But before I could say this, Shohei had already written 163 kilometers per hour. Seeing that number taped on the wall of the weight room stunned him. Shohei had already arrived at the mindset Sasaki hoped to instill, aiming beyond what seemed possible. That level of thinking is what sets Shohei apart. Chapter 4. Training the Mind. The Discipline of Mental Strength. Setting a goal is easy. Reaching it takes mental strength. Coach Sasaki believed talent alone wasn't enough. Without mental strength, talent never blooms. During a tough game, Shohei left the mound with shoulders slumped. Sasaki called him over and asked gently, "Ohtani, what do you think the real problem is?" Shohei was unsure. The coach handed him a psychology book and said, "Baseball is a battle of the mind. You need to understand fear, nerves, and how to turn them into strength." From then, Shohei treated tension not as a weakness, but as energy. He began meditating before games, focusing on breathing and calming his mind. Nervousness isn't bad. It can be a weapon or a weight, depending on how you handle it. His mental growth transformed his velocity and control. The boy who once feared failure built a fortress within. Chapter 5: A United Effort, Nurturing a Genius. Shohei's development was never a solo journey. Hanamaki Higashi's conditioning coach designed a detailed weight gain program to bring Shohei from 132 to 190 pounds by senior year. The swimming coach focused on shoulder flexibility, noting Shohei's dedication and quick learning. Every staff member invested in helping Shohei grow, not just faster, but stronger, physically and mentally. Coach Sasaki encouraged all players to read widely: philosophy, psychology, history, lessons beyond baseball. Shohei never complained. Quiet, steady effort day after day. His journey was about becoming the best version of himself, with a team believing in him every step. Chapter 6: The Gift of Setback, the Birth of the Two-Way Star. In his second year, just before the prefectural tournament, Shohei suffered a growth plate injury in his shoulder. The dream of pitching at Koshien, the famous national high school baseball tournament in Japan held every summer and a major stage for young players, was clouded by doubt. It was my first serious injury right before the summer tournament. It was devastating, Shohei recalled. Coach Sasaki was shaken. We had monitored him carefully, but it happened. I felt I hadn't done enough. Despite his injury, Shohei played backup in right field and was called to pitch in the fourth inning, throwing 93.8 miles per hour and still hitting powerful drives. Hanamaki Higashi lost 7-8 in the first round of the national high school tournament. Unable to pitch during rehab, Shohei focused on batting, which didn't cause pain. Coach Sasaki believes the injury changed everything. If Shohei had stayed healthy focusing only on pitching, we might never have seen the hitter he became. Chapter 7: A Legendary Moment, the Shock of 99.4 miles per hour. Summer 2011, senior year, wearing the number 1 jersey as his team's ace, Shohei pitched a semi-final against Ichinoseki Gakuin. With a runner on first and count 1-2, he unleashed a pitch with all his strength. The stadium buzzed as the radar read 99.4 miles per hour, the first time in high school or amateur Japanese baseball history. Shohei hadn't noticed the speed. He was focused on the runner and getting the out. His teammates swarmed him in awe. Velocity wasn't the goal, victory was. His catcher said the pitch felt different, low but rising and exploding into the mitt. Coach Sasaki remembered that moment vividly, realizing Shohei's talent was deeper than imagined. It had taken 3 years, but the vision written at age 15 was fulfilled at 18. Yet, this was only the beginning. Chapter 8: An Unfinished Masterpiece, Carrying the Regret. In the next game, the prefectural final, Shohei struck out 15 batters, but his team lost 5-8. I thought we were going to make it to Koshien, so losing at the very end was hard. He appeared twice at Koshien, with 2 first-round exits. For me, Koshien is filled with memories of losing. I still wish I could have won a game there. Coach Sasaki blamed himself, feeling he hadn't made Shohei a winning pitcher. But he believed the pain of losing and setbacks forged Shohei's strength. With success, players can get trapped. The struggles are crucial for growth. Shohei's dream of being number 1 in high school baseball never came true, but he set his sights higher. I want to become the best baseball player in the world. A new vision was taking shape. Chapter 9: The Journey of a Baseball Boy. When Shohei challenged himself to play in the MLB, Coach Sasaki reflected, "To me, Ohtani still looks like a baseball boy. He's not going to America for money or confidence, just to challenge himself." Sasaki hopes Shohei excels in baseball and life, becoming a role model. That's true two-way greatness. Shohei defies convention and inspires others with unshakable belief. I believe those who work hard and stay true to themselves should reach the top. The dream of a 15-year-old boy is alive within him. In a small high school in Iwate, a boy and his coach dreamed a dream, now flourishing on the world stage. The story of Shohei Ohtani and Coach Sasaki is far from over.